everybody! So we are here today with our September TBR video.
September already.
September! I'm all ready for those cozy fall vibes.
Oh my gosh, I was folding all those sweaters last night.
Totally.
It was great.
But I hope to get a lot of reading done in September, so we are here today to share a few of the books that we are hoping to get to this month. So the first book that I'm really looking forward to reading in the month of September is The Reader by Traci Chee. This book has been on my TBR since it came out a couple years ago, and I am so excited to finally get into it. This has always intrigued me because it's set in a world in which reading is unheard of, and I just love books that focus on that concept. And it sounds like this book, at the beginning of this book, our main character, September, her father is brutally murdered, and she escapes into the wilderness with her aunt, and her aunt teaches her how to survive, until one day her aunt goes missing, and the only clue that September has as to where her aunt might be is this mysterious rectangular object that her father left behind, which turns out to be a book. So that sounds great. I cannot wait to read this. It is definitely one I'm going to be getting to very, very soon.
First one on my list for September is the Unmapped Chronicles, Casper Talk and the Ever Dark Wings by Abby Elphinstone. This is the first, I believe, in a new series. This one comes out in January 2020. 2020. That's crazy. But it is about our main character, Casper Talk, who hates risk, doesn't like adventure, but somehow manages to stumble into an alternate world. And it turns out there is more than one alternate world. So this other world that he stumbles into is in a kingdom called Rumblestar. And in Rumblestar, he meets a girl named Utterly, who, unlike him, hates rules, loves risks, loves adventure. So it just sounds like a very fun, sort of unlikely duo, great middle grade fantasy. I can't wait to see what it's all about.
Next up, I have another book that has been on my TBR for a while, but Ave recently mentioned that is one of her favorites, and that is Son of a Trickster by Eden Robinson. So this is an Own Voices Indigenous novel about a boy named Jared who is kind of a messed up guy. He's kind of your burnout that you typically would see and expect in a stereotype. But Jared is also this just kind-hearted 16-year-old boy who feels is compelled to take care of everyone, even people who are like twice his age. That said, there's also a bit of a magical twist to this one, and Jared doesn't know why, but his maternal grandmother has always disliked him and called him the son of the Trickster. So I don't know much more than that, but it is a book I've just been eager to read for a really long time, and it's finally time to pick it up.
The next one on my list also comes out in January 2020, and that is the Mystwick School of Musicraft by Jessica Khoury. This one sounds like Harry Potter if Hogwarts specialized in teaching music, which sounds just like so much fun to me. Basically, our main character, Amelia, has to audition for this Mystwick school at the beginning, and in this world, live music is the source of all magic. Recorded music still exists and people love listening to it, but it's only live music that can conjure up the magic that keeps this world running. It also sounds like it's kind of got elements from like Nevermore and the School of Good and Evil, and it just sounds great.
And last but certainly not least is Darkdawn by Jay Kristoff. This book actually comes out today, and I have this beautiful arc that has been staring at me for a couple months, and I haven't read it yet, so what am I doing? I loved the first two books in this series. As you guys know, I've read them earlier this year. I cannot wait to see how it concludes, but I also know it's probably going to break my heart, so super excited to finally get around to this one.
And the final one on my list you can go and pick up in bookstores now. That is This Was Our Pact by Ryan Andrews. I am so grateful to First Second for sending me a finished copy of this beautiful book. It is a middle grade graphic novel. It has been getting all kinds of accolades. Basically it's about a group of boys who their town has an annual like lantern festival. Everyone lets these lanterns go and they sort of drift off into the sky and also down the river. So they decide that they're going to find out where these lanterns end up. And the two rules for the night are no one turns for home, no one looks back. It sounds like it's got kind of like a Stand By Me, Stranger Things vibe to it. When they do sort of get to the end of the river, there is a fantasy twist and a great big talking bear, so I've heard, that comes into the story. I have no idea how it's incorporated, but I have heard only good things, and I'm very excited to find them out for myself. So those are just a few of the books that we are hoping to get to in the coming month. Yeah, it definitely feels like a good time to sort of get those reading goals back on track, back to school, all those fun sorts of things. We would love to hear what you have coming up for the month, so leave those in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every week. Happy reading. Thanks for being awesome. Bye.
Bye.